Good morning, Pisceanos. Good morning. I hope you guys had a good night's sleep. I hope you woke up today feeling happy, safe, and peaceful. Thank you to everyone that has liked, commented, subscribed, and gave donations. Happy Sunday. All right, let's pull one of these. This is Millennial Oracle by Maruka X. We also have the Star card, and that is the Daydream Tarot. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and higher beings, please help me with this message today for my beautiful Pisces people, my Pisceanos. What messages do we have for Pisces? We got mood. The topic or how you're feeling is relatable to them. Relatable feelings and understanding. There's someone here that is they're not good at expressing their emotions. That's an understatement. Hold on. This is a little more than that. Hold on. Whenever you are around and you express your feelings, your thoughts, your opinions, right? Somebody feels like, wow, you just put into words what I didn't understand what I was feeling, but you just put it into words. It's very relatable. I completely get what you're saying. I understand something deeper now. Like you're a mood, you're a vibe, you know? You're a frequency. And I have this energy here, this star energy. For some of you, I have been feeling like you are going to become famous, or there's some type of fame, there's some type of platform, there's some type of superstardom that I feel for you guys that is coming. I've been feeling that. In your own ways. It doesn't mean that you're going to be a rock star. It could mean for some of you, yes, but you know, it's something that a lot of people can relate to. A lot of people are like, you know what, that person explained a lot. You know, recently, I'll give you an example that's coming to my mind. Recently, there was this man who had back in the day, he had a near-death experience. And this was so long ago. This was before people were talking about them, writing about them, you know. So he thought, you know, he was alone in this. And, you know, his situation was so amazing. He almost drowned. And his soul left his body. And he saw these light beings. And he loved it there. He didn't want to go back, but he had to go back for whatever reasons. I don't remember. But anyway, the point is that he thought he was alone in this situation. You know, he thought the people that surrounded him thought he was crazy, or, you know, he just had a weird experience, you know, or something. I don't really know. But it took years later. One day he saw a book for the first time, and it was talking about that. And he said he sat down, read the book from beginning to end, and because he couldn't stop reading it. It was something that his soul was needing to hear, verbalized from another person. And so that is what I'm feeling here in this energy. I think you are that book. I think you are that healing that someone needed to hear it in your way. That's what I'm getting. You're a mood. I see this person as somebody that sits there listening to your every word. They hang on your every word. All right, let's go deeper and see what else. Spirit, tell me more. Wheel of Fortune. I gotta say something because it's coming, but hold on. Four of Pentacles. I hate stopping it, but Three of Swords. Okay, hold on. You may not say things politically correct. Sometimes it comes off very funny, but it was necessary. You know, like it made a person laugh. Maybe somewhere in everything that you say, there's a little bit of dry humor, sarcasm. I don't know. There's like some things that, like, you don't just tell the story. Like, you're not so serious. You know what I mean? Like, I feel you. It's not so serious. Like, somewhere in you talking about it, you may throw something funny in there. You know, you may start singing a song. You know, you may be, just saying some jokes. I don't know. And you're more endearing and engaging. I feel authenticity from you, huge authenticity. The way you speak these moods and these feelings, no one expresses it like you. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. This is a turn of events, making things more for the positive. So you leave people feeling better than they were before. I don't care if this is somebody in your life that maybe isn't always around or is there like for a season, they say, or something like that, but you left them better than before. You made them feel more understood. You gave them something. You left them with something, even if they're not around you still. Some of them still can be, but you left them with more than what they came. So if anything came out of this situation is that you made somebody feel understood or relatable, right? Is that what it is? Topic of how you're feeling is relatable to them. Feelings, understanding, understood. Yeah. Like there's someone in the world who relates to them, or sees them or hears them in some way. I do have the Four of Pentacles here. Now this is keeping closed up, holding back, withholding information. Three of Swords. This is pain in the heart. So again, I'm going to say something about that politically correct thing, right? Like, suppression of emotions is not the best idea always. It won't get you nowhere because everyone's wearing a mask or a face, right? It's pretending that everything is fine when it's not. No change will come about if the real issues, I don't care. Doesn't matter if you don't say it properly. It doesn't matter if it hurts your feelings, someone else's feelings. It doesn't matter. You know what? At least you brought it to the light. At least you made something, or you exposed something, or said something that made a person feel feelings. Ha! It made a person feel. No, I felt that. They felt something. Stirred up some type of emotion in there. Maybe the reaction won't be great, but at least we're really dealing with the root of the problem now. So sometimes holding back is a great thing, you know, use discernment, Pisces, in your own lives. But sometimes no movement happens when you don't speak your truth, right? And with this Wheel of Fortune, it's like, it's time, man. And people are ready to hear it. Let's go deeper. Spirit, tell me more. Knight of Cups. 10 of Cups. Ace of Swords, the truth, Pisces, hold on. 2 of Cups, two-way communication. All right, hold on. I know I'm not crazy. I feel things and I see the cards and I'm like, hey, there you go, there you go. All right, let's start here. Knight of Cups is the expression of love. Who am I thinking about? Hold on. Have you ever seen a person that maybe they're awkward, quirky, whatever this is, right? And they may not say things properly. Like, I'm thinking of Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. I love his character. Very relatable for me. and sometimes he says things that are very inappropriate in social settings. But it is the way a lot of people feel. But it's like, you're not supposed to say that. But people find him endearing. People find him eventually. The honesty and the authenticity of it attracts more people. Believe it or not. Yes, there will be some people that won't like to admit the shadow sides of themselves, and they will run. Narcissist. So people like that, they can't handle things like that. Why? Because they need mask. They need facades in order to keep running the show. So there are people, though, that feel the same way you've been feeling. For whatever reason, they don't want to say it. I kind of feel like they just can't. They don't know how to verbalize what's happening. Sometimes it takes a person that's outside of the picture to really express what's going on inside of the picture. But I feel someone that is grateful. I felt that. They're grateful. Thank you for saying that. That made a lot of sense to me. And they felt a little bit more in love with you because of it. You're a healer, Pisces. You're not perfect. You're fucking strange sometimes. I'm going to put it out there. You're fucking strange. You do weird things sometimes. But the core of you and the heart of you is pure and authentic. And it's a beautiful light of healing. If you just get over the little parts of you that seem broken, right? Quote unquote. You ever seen people that, oh, they're judging you. Okay, I'm judging you because of the way you look, or, how you said something, or whatever you're doing, I'm judging you. But then you get stuck with the person, and I'm feeling this energy, like you get stuck with this person and you have no choice but to kind of overlook these little things. And you start really seeing who they are in the inside. It's not about how they look. It's not about how they, they're broken. And when I say broken, it's like sometimes we're a little quirky. I'll give you myself as an example. Sometimes all day long, like that's why I said the whole singing thing of the songs, like I hear things and then I'll say it, I was hearing somebody that's having issues and I said, mo money, mo problems, and it's like not the people to say it to, but it was what it was. And it's true. It's like, damn, that's true. And you know what I mean? So it's like, that's what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling where sometimes the quirkiness or the weirdness or whatever this is, the ghetto-ness, can get in the way of, for some people that are too masquerading to see what is really being said. What's the deeper meaning behind it? I have a cousin and he has a disability, but sometimes that boy says things. And I know people would judge him because of his disability, but there's been times he said some wise things. And I just turn around, I look, I'm like, wow. Like it was deep meaning in that. Or he pulled something that I was feeling and I didn't understand. I'll give you an example. Like we were talking, his mother and me were talking about a person, and he's the one that said it. He's a bully. And I'm like, yeah, no, you're right. You're 100% right. It's like that. So sometimes if you don't respect the person enough, or if you can't get past their quirkiness or their weirdness, like Sheldon, if you can't get past that, you're not going to be able to see just how beautiful their heart really is. So that's why we can't judge a book by its cover, right? Not just the physical, but even like sometimes people judge you because of your past, right? And I'm feeling all of this here. But if they got to know you and see the core of you, they'd fall in love. Because there's a miracle inside of you, a miracle healing inside of you, that if they just listened, they'll realize that you are actually a blessing in some ways. All right, 4 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. It takes a special person, and let me just say that because there's some people in your life that can't get over the cover of the book, so to say, right? Maybe the past or whatever it is. There's going to be a lot of those people, but it takes a special kind of person, or maybe it's just the right moment. And that's what I'm also feeling, like the right moment. It's either a good, special kind of person, the right moment, divine intervention, where it's like, oh, they can hear you now. They can see you now. They can hear you. Because before, I can feel like where you were talking to them and they couldn't hear what you were saying. Have you ever had conversations with people that you're talking about one thing and they just don't get it and they talk about something else? Or, it's like you spill your heart out. 3 of Swords and the 2 of Cups here. It's like you spill your heart out and you don't get, not here you're getting it, but like they didn't get what you were trying to say. Nor did they maybe even cared. It's not even like, I don't even feel like it was on purpose. I feel like they were so involved in what they were going to say, what they wanted to put out there, how they wanted to be seen, that they missed a vital piece of the puzzle. Listening. Listen. And responding. See, with a narcissist, just an example, you cannot listen and then respond. No, with with the narcissism, it's different. You get your point across, you're done. Because there is no two-way communication. They're not caring about your feelings. It doesn't matter. They just want to be seen, heard, right, known. That's it. So you have to almost be somewhat of a narcissistic, psychopathic person, and set up boundaries with them. But sometimes it's not always all that. It's just people that are judging you for past things, appearances, the way you say things, because I can feel that. The way you say things is a problem. That they can't get past. They can't get past it. And maybe that's on purpose. Maybe it is. Maybe they're not supposed to know you like that. But here, I gotta say, this is a good one. This is a conversation of one where 2 people can express their pains and feelings and they're both listening. They're both listening and then responding to what that person said. They're just not gonna gloss over it and say, well, you did, or this happened. Now, this is real conversation. This is an answer to your problem. This is called maturity. This is called growth. And I feel like somebody's ready. I love this energy, Pisces. Not only because I see somebody that finally can hear you, but once they do understand where you're coming from, they fall in love. Could be romantically, absolutely, with Knight of Cups. It could just be best friends. It could be co-workers. Your authenticity is the key. Because nobody can say it and do it like you. All right. Let's advice. King of Swords. Page of Wands. I'm just hearing, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. So, F all the people that choose to judge. And I'm hearing, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. And maybe that's something you need to tell them. And maybe some of them, they're not meant to hear you, Pisces. You have to understand, some people are just not meant to hear you. Some people are meant to go down a long road for themselves. A different path, not the path that you're on. Because I feel something coming. I feel something where you have all the clarity in the world. You have high intelligence. But you have somebody that's trying to rip your confidence down in communication. That's a person that... Let me throw one more before I say this. I was going to say that person you wouldn't... I don't know. I just feel like they're giving you a heads up on this person. But hold on. One more. The Lovers. So I guess I'm feeling two people. I feel one person that is ripping you down. And then I feel a person that when you don't back down, that's what I'm hearing. When you don't back down, they're going to love you even more. Sometimes people respect a hard hand. Okay, I get it. So the bully thing, now I'm hearing it. You ever seen a bully that's such a bully, blah, 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 blah. You give them one quick, swift punch in the face, and then they become your biatch in some ways. Like, and I'm not, I'm funny in the way I say it. Examples, right? Like, you went toe to toe with someone. They'll respect you more. They'll love you more. You didn't just take something. You fought back. So I do feel the energy of some type of relationship like that, where you think the fighting or the communication is going to be, oh my God, what happened? What was said? What's being done here? But actually it helps. Not for everyone, just so you know, because I did feel energy where some people are just not going to accept you talking to them like that because they're so special. And that could be you. Because I can feel you, Pisces, where you're just like, I think you're dealing with a narcissist, and that's what you have to do. You have to build a clear boundary, like, you won't talk to me like that. And I'm not going to get tricked into having a two-way conversation with one, because there's no way. You're not capable of it. Never admit fault. Or apologize. But the good thing is, Pisces, that I see a loving relationship that when you hash it out and when you duke it out, you guys get more respect for each other and more love for each other. Who am I thinking of? Hold on. I don't know who it was, but there was a relationship. And I don't remember who it was, but things go wrong sometimes, and everything's on you, Pisces. You don't have to take anybody you don't want to take back. But sometimes things go wrong, and sometimes people truly are sorry, and they truly, want to work on things. And sometimes the battles make a relationship stronger, because it makes you realize, like, no matter what the fuck happens between us two, I can't leave you. So I might as well start fixing my life so that there's no chaos. I have to start working with you. That's what I'm feeling. I have to start working with you. Because I'm here. I'm stuck here in some way, you know, like, and I don't want to say stuck in a negative connotation, but it's a realization that I might as well make this place look pretty. You know, and I don't know why I said it like that. Like it's like a place that you just can't leave, or this person can't leave from, and then it's like it's a really hard realization that I need to make the place better. So that's how some relationships go, whether it's a loving, a romantic relationship, or a family, or whoever, best friends. Sometimes it takes those battles to figure each other out, to realize, like, I can't do anything without you. I can't be without you. And I see that here. That's the ones that the keepers. There's some energy here about that, Pisces. But here's the big thing. They change. They meet your expectations or your boundaries. The same way you'll do that for them. My boyfriend has OCD. Oh my God, it's terrible. Sometimes I can't. You know, like I'm like, oh, I just took something out and he put it back in. And I'm like, I was going to do something with that. And it's like, it can't last more than a few seconds outside or anything. It's a problem he can't help. He just can't help it. No matter how many times I've tried to tell him, I realize, oh crap, this is something that I got to accept. It's not that bad. I've had a lot worse, Pisces, so I'll take OCD. My house is really clean. Thanks to him too. Yeah. Things are very organized. So, you know, there's a plus sides to it too. You start looking at the positive of it, right? So yeah, that's what I'm getting here. All right, let's do career and money. Let's do this deck. Yeah, sometimes he's on my neck when he's trying to, because he wants to jump in and do it himself because he could do it quicker and stuff like that. And I'm just like, here, and I give it to him and then I run, you know? So it's, I guess there's acceptance of things as well. Like, all right. Spirit, tell me more. King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and Page of Pentacles. We got the Page of Cups. All right, career and money, Pisces. Some crazy ass shit is happening at the workplace. You have some negative people that are picking negative things to talk about constantly. Like, I don't know if this is a bunch of gossipers or people like to gossip or talk about other people. I feel like this is a chance for you, an opportunity to seize it, is what I'm feeling. Because everyone is so distracted on the negative side of things. It's kind of like what I was saying with, with Sheldon, right? Like you have a person like Sheldon, you can't get over his quirkiness, his poor social skills, right? He's not a gossiper though, but I am feeling gossipy energy with that Page of Cups there, Page of Pentacles. But if you can't look past that, you're going to miss out on the high intelligence of him and the things he can bring to the table. So there's something here in your work environment where people are so focused in this like negative talk, negative energy. And if you can seize this opportunity to be that light, to be that person that brings something different to work, I feel like it's going to pay off for you. It is very different, the feeling as well. But right now, things are up for grabs. And I think your authenticity, your personality, whatever this is, Pisces with the Page of Cups, your high intuition, things that you're this person's highly intuitive. They know what other people feel and are thinking. You have an opportunity. I don't look at this as this is all terrible. I look at it as you come into the work environment and be that thing that everybody needs. We do have this star card, miracle, blessing. Different perspective sometimes is needed as well. See, I'll give you another example because I'm picking it up here. But let's say everyone's like, oh my goodness, the workplace is over. We're not going to get money. This is terrible. This is going to be horrible. Negative talk, negative talk, negative talk. Maybe you have a different perspective of, wait a minute. Maybe this will lead to this. Or there's some positivity that's coming out of this. Or maybe you're that person that brings the faith. Do you believe in miracles? Because I had a dream. And my dream said that this place is going to be bumping. And you give people hope. And you inspire people into a different direction. Or maybe even you tell them there's a different way. Or there's something else. Whatever it is, don't let your environment consume you. You be the spark. You be that different charge or that different energy that is needed to uplift or whatever is happening here. Or just change the conversation. Because this conversation is like, whoa, like I can feel it. I don't want to talk about that bullshit no more. I need more depth. I need more love. Something like that. All right, let's close this off with the Oshos. Oops. You ever notice how one person can make the mood change in a room? Like if somebody put, oh, this place is done for, or something's really bad happening here. And then it's like, oh no, somebody said that. And then it catches fire. Like I'm thinking of, there was this thing I was watching on YouTube one day. Like people were in a train cart. And there was this one person that was sitting there and they just started laughing. You know, like they were doing an experiment. And they were cracking up and cracking up. And guess what happened? Everyone around them started cracking up. It's contagious. Either way, negativity or positivity is contagious. Spirit, tell me more. Inner voice. Clinging to the past. And the source. We also got comparison. I'm hearing comparison is the stealer of happiness. Yes, I think it said like that. Comparison is the robber of happiness. So I don't understand that yet, but that's what I'm feeling here. I think somebody's very miserable because of their comparison to another person. They keep competing or comparing themselves, and it's robbing somebody of their happiness. Hold on. Inner voice, clinging to the past, and the source. I feel like you guys need to get more aligned, believe it or not. Hold on. Get more connected. I don't know, like maybe you're just not meditating or praying as much as you used to. I know you guys do. Maybe you need a little more silent time. Maybe you need a more quiet time. That's what I'm getting. You need more quiet time. You got to cancel out noise better is the feeling. So what I'm getting here is, have you ever tried to meditate and the monkey mind starts going off and you start thinking about a lot of things? I feel you overthinking. So I feel this presence of this energy that's just saying, like, you know, try to silence that monkey mind. Sometimes it's just other people. And you know, us Pisces, we're sponges. We collect everyone's bullshit, good or bad as well too. So I don't know if it's asking you to kind of sit in silence for a while so you can kind of just get more centered with God and what God wants you to do as opposed to what other people want you to do. I feel people that have strong opinions about what you should do. And I feel you saying, I need time alone to talk to God about what I'm going to do. All right, Pisces, I hope you liked the reading. Please like and subscribe, and thank you.